I used to wake up 4, sometimes 5 times a night, every single night. And no, it wasn't just to check the thermostat, or because I heard something outside. It was the bathroom. Again and again. I'd barely fall back asleep when the urge would return. My body wasn't tired, my bladder was in charge now. At first I thought, well, I'm just getting older. Maybe this is what 67 feels like. But night after night, it wore me down. I was groggy all day, nodding off during conversations and avoiding social events because I was just too tired to enjoy anything. Then came the accidents. Yes, embarrassing little leaks before I could make it to the toilet. And worse, that creeping fear. What if something is seriously wrong with me? What if it's my kidneys or my prostate? Doctors told me to limit fluids, stop caffeine, watch my salt. And while those helped a bit, the problem was still there. Until one day, a friend in her 70s leaned in during lunch and whispered, "You should try adding these 3 foods to your day. Not pills, just foods." I was skeptical, but I was also desperate. So I tried it. And 3 weeks later, something incredible happened. I slept through the night. No urge, no waking up, no anxiety, just sleep. Restorative, peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. And the best part, it wasn't magic. It was food. Real healing, powerful food. Today I want to share with you these 3 superfoods that changed my nights and my life. They're backed by science, easy to find, and gentle on aging bodies. Because you deserve to sleep again. Let's begin. So why does this happen? Why do so many of us, especially after 60, start waking up more and more often at night just to urinate? Well, the truth is, it's not just old age. There are real biological reasons. And once you understand them, you can take back control. Let's break them down one by one. 1. Your hormones are changing. As we age, our body produces less of a hormone called vasopressin. This hormone's job is simple. It tells your kidneys to slow down urine production at night. When you're younger, your body naturally makes more vasopressin after sunset, which means your bladder can hold more until morning. But in your 60s and 70s, vasopressin drops, which means your kidneys don't slow down. They keep making urine all night long, and that means you wake up again and again. 2. Your bladder isn't what it used to be. Your bladder is a muscle, and like all muscles, it weakens over time. For men, an enlarged prostate can press against the bladder, making it feel full even when it's not. For women, especially post-menopause, the bladder can become more irritable due to hormonal changes, and even tiny amounts of urine can trigger the urge to go. This is called overactive bladder, OAB. It's more common than you think, and it's exhausting. 3. Your body is retaining fluids during the day, then releasing them at night. Have you noticed swollen ankles or feet during the day? That's fluid retention. It happens when your blood vessels or kidneys can't filter water efficiently anymore. Then at night, when you lie down, gravity shifts that fluid and your body finally starts pushing it to the kidneys. The result: you pee more at night. This is one of the reasons doctors say if you wake up more than twice a night, it's not normal aging. It's a message. 4. You might be eating the wrong foods before bed. Salt and sugar are sneaky. Too much salt pulls water into the bloodstream and raises your blood pressure, which forces your kidneys to flush it out. And sugar, especially refined sugar or alcohol, can cause blood sugar spikes, which then increase urination as your body tries to balance itself. That's why people with undiagnosed prediabetes or diabetes often experience frequent nighttime urination long before any other symptoms show up. 5. Medications can make it worse. Are you taking diuretics for high blood pressure? What about certain heart medications or even antidepressants? Many of these are known to increase urination. And if taken later in the day, they can lead to multiple bathroom trips at night. Talk to your doctor about this. Sometimes a simple schedule change, taking your pills earlier, can make a big difference. 6. It's not just inconvenient. It's dangerous. Waking up 2 or 3 times a night might seem like a small problem, but over time it adds up: fatigue and memory problems, weaker immune system, higher fall risk in the dark, depression, anxiety and loneliness, worsening blood pressure and heart health. And perhaps most painfully, you stop enjoying life because you're too tired to. But here's the good news. You don't have to suffer through this. There are gentle, natural ways to help your body regain balance. No harsh chemicals, no extreme diets, No embarrassing side effects. Just 3 powerful superfoods backed by science, used by real people, and easy to add to your daily life. You're about to learn exactly what they are and how to use them. If there's one food I wish I'd started eating earlier in life, it's this: pumpkin seeds. These little green seeds may look ordinary, but inside them is a powerful natural medicine, especially if you're over 60 and dealing with nighttime urination. Let's explore why. 1. The zinc that protects your prostate and bladder. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest plant-based sources of zinc, a mineral your body absolutely needs to maintain prostate health. For men, an enlarged prostate, also called BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, is one of the main causes of nighttime urination. As the prostate grows, it presses against the bladder and urethra. That pressure makes your bladder feel full even when it's not, so you wake up again and again, even for just a few drops. Zinc helps reduce this enlargement. It works like a quiet mechanic, repairing the internal plumbing so things flow the way they should. In fact, studies show that men with low zinc levels are far more likely to suffer from BPH and frequent urination. 2. Phytosterols, nature's anti-inflammatory soldiers. Pumpkin seeds also contain phytosterols, compounds that mimic cholesterol and reduce inflammation. These plant chemicals have been shown to shrink enlarged prostates, reduce pressure on the bladder, and improve urine flow, especially when combined with zinc. For women, phytosterols also help reduce bladder inflammation and pelvic irritation, especially after menopause. They calm the entire urinary system, making it less jumpy, less reactive, and less urgent. 3. A sleep-friendly bonus. Tryptophan. Ever heard of tryptophan? It's the amino acid found in Thanksgiving turkey that makes you sleepy. Well, pumpkin seeds are rich in natural tryptophan, which helps your body make serotonin and melatonin, the 2 key brain chemicals that promote deep, peaceful sleep. So not only are you reducing bathroom trips, you're also improving the quality of your sleep when you finally stay in bed. 4. How to use pumpkin seeds effectively. Let's make this simple. How much? Start with 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. That's it. How to eat them: lightly roasted without oil or salt. Mix into oatmeal salads or soups. Blend into smoothies, or grind into powder and stir into a warm herbal drink before bed. You can also find pumpkin seed oil in health stores. But for most people, eating the seeds is easier, safer, and more enjoyable. 5. Real results. What the science says. In one clinical study, men who consumed pumpkin seed extract daily saw a significant reduction in nighttime urination within 6 weeks. They also reported less urgency, better flow, and more restful sleep. Even better. No side effects. No prescriptions. No awkward doctor visits. Just real food helping the body heal itself. 6. Important notes for seniors. Always choose unsalted organic pumpkin seeds when possible. Avoid heavily roasted seeds with added flavorings. If you're on blood thinners or diuretics, ask your doctor before starting regularly. Consistency is key. This is not a one-time trick. It's a gentle daily habit. 7. A simple snack that restores dignity. This might sound strange, but the first night I slept through without getting up to pee, I actually woke up in tears. Not because I was sad, but because I realized just how much of my life I had been losing to exhaustion, frustration, and shame. Pumpkin seeds were the first step in taking it back. They helped balance my bladder. They gave me deeper sleep. And they gave me back something I hadn't felt in years: control. Now let's move on to the second superfood, a bright red fruit that does something no pill ever could. It helps your bladder and your brain sleep through the night. Let me tell you about a fruit that's sweet, tangy, and surprisingly powerful, especially at night. It's not bananas. It's not blueberries. It's tart cherries, also known as Montmorency cherries. These bright red gems may look like something you'd put in a pie, but they're actually one of nature's most powerful allies for better sleep and fewer nighttime bathroom trips. Here's why. 1. Tart cherries are a natural source of melatonin. Melatonin is your body's natural sleep hormone. It tells your brain, "It's dark outside, let's rest." As we age, our melatonin levels decline. That's one reason many older adults struggle to fall asleep or stay asleep. Tart cherries are one of the only natural foods that actually contain melatonin. And when you drink a small glass of tart cherry juice before bed, you're giving your brain a gentle plant-based push toward deeper rest. But there's more. 2. They reduce bladder irritation and overactivity. Tart cherries are rich in anthocyanins, the compounds that give them their vibrant red color. These antioxidants have powerful anti-inflammatory effects on your entire urinary system. If your bladder is irritated or inflamed due to diet age or hormonal shifts, these compounds help calm it down. They reduce that false alarm sensation when you feel like you have to pee, but there's barely anything there. This is especially helpful for women with postmenopausal bladder sensitivity and men with prostate-related urgency. 3. They also help your kidneys and blood sugar. Surprising but true. Tart cherries can help regulate blood sugar levels, which means less sugar flowing into your urine at night. That means less urination caused by sugar spikes. They also support healthy kidney function, helping your body manage fluids more efficiently, so your bladder isn't overwhelmed while you sleep. And that leads to fewer wake-ups, less urgency, and more peace of mind. 4. How to use tart cherries effectively. The easiest method: drink 4 to 8 Oz of 100% tart cherry juice about 30-60 minutes before bed. That's it. No need for pills or extracts. Important tips: choose only 100% tart cherry juice, not sweet cherry, not cherry cocktail. Avoid added sugars and artificial flavors. Organic is best but not mandatory, if you prefer whole foods. You can also eat 1/3 cup of dried tart cherries unsweetened, 1/2 cup of fresh or frozen tart cherries if available. Some seniors even add a splash of tart cherry juice to warm herbal tea at night, creating a soothing bedtime drink that helps the body and mind wind down. 5. Backed by research. In a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, older adults who drank tart cherry juice for 2 weeks had significantly improved sleep duration and quality. In another study, people with insomnia who consumed tart cherry juice slept an average of 84 minutes longer per night compared to placebo. That's nearly an hour and a half of extra sleep without pills' side effects or dependency. 6. A word of caution. Tart cherry juice does contain natural sugars, so if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, use small amounts and monitor your levels. Start with 4 Oz and track how your body responds. Also make sure you're not mixing it with high sodium or high sugar snacks at night, which can cancel out the benefits. 7. A glass that gave me back my nights. When I first tried tart cherry juice, I didn't expect much. It just sounded like another natural remedy that might help or might not. But 3 nights in, something shifted. I fell asleep faster. I didn't toss and turn. And for the first time in years, I didn't get up to pee. Now I don't go to bed without it. It's not just juice, it's freedom. And next we'll look at one more powerful food, a warm, savory, everyday ingredient you probably already have in your kitchen. But when cooked the right way, it becomes a prostate-protecting, bladder-soothing superhero. If I told you that a simple tomato could help you sleep through the night, you might laugh. But stay with me, because when prepared the right way, cooked tomatoes can quietly transform your urinary health, especially if you're a man over 60 or a woman dealing with bladder pressure and discomfort. And the secret behind it all, a powerful natural compound called lycopene. 1. Lycopene, the anti-prostate inflammation warrior. Lycopene is a bright red pigment found in tomatoes, and it acts like a shield against prostate inflammation. Numerous studies have shown that men who consume higher amounts of lycopene, especially from cooked tomatoes, have lower rates of prostate enlargement, fewer urinary symptoms, and even reduced prostate cancer risk. And remember, an enlarged prostate is one of the most common causes of frequent nighttime urination in men over 60. It presses on the bladder and urethra, making you feel like you have to go constantly, even when your bladder is nearly empty. Lycopene helps calm this inflammation, reduce prostate volume, and relieve that pressure. 2. Why cooked tomatoes work better than raw? Here's the trick. Lycopene becomes far more bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs it better when tomatoes are cooked, especially when cooked with a little healthy fat like olive oil. So raw tomatoes in your salad, nice but not enough. But a warm bowl of tomato soup or a simple homemade sauce, that's where the power lies. 3. Tomatoes help women too. Don't worry, this isn't just for the guys. For women, lycopene also provides powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory support for the bladder, pelvic area, and kidneys. It helps reduce irritation, calm spasms, and soothe overactive bladder signals, especially helpful post-menopause when estrogen drops and bladder tissues become more sensitive. 4. How to use cooked tomatoes to support nighttime urination. It's simple and delicious. Aim for 1/2 to 1 cup of cooked tomatoes per day. That could look like a small bowl of tomato soup, stewed tomatoes with olive oil and garlic, homemade marinara over whole grain pasta, roasted cherry tomatoes in a warm salad, tomato-based vegetable stew or chili. Important tip: always pair with a little healthy fat like extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. This enhances lycopene absorption by nearly 400%. And avoid store-bought sauces loaded with salt, sugar, or preservatives. Make it at home or buy organic, low-sodium, no-sugar added options. 5. Backed by Harvard and beyond. A major study from Harvard University tracked 47,000 men over 12 years. They found that men who ate cooked tomatoes twice a week or more had significantly lower rates of prostate disorders and nocturia nighttime urination. Another study showed that men who increased lycopene intake saw a 28% reduction in nighttime urination frequency within just 8 weeks. That's real data, real results, from real food. 6. Cautions for sensitive stomachs. Tomatoes are naturally acidic, so if you have acid reflux or sensitive digestion, be sure to eat them with a full meal, not on an empty stomach. Use low-acid tomato varieties. Add alkaline foods like spinach or lentils to the dish to balance the acidity. You can also drink baking soda water, 1/4 tub in 8 oz of water 30 minutes after eating if you feel reflux. 7. From my kitchen to yours. I used to think tomato soup was just comfort food. Now I see it as therapy. It's warm, familiar, and healing, especially when I know it's helping my body work the way it's supposed to. Every spoonful is a reminder that food isn't just fuel, it's medicine when you choose wisely. And when you combine cooked tomatoes with pumpkin seeds and tart cherry juice, you create a gentle, natural, and powerful defense system against the nightly interruptions that have stolen your rest for too long. By now you know the 3 superfoods: pumpkin seeds for your prostate and bladder, tart cherries for sleep and inflammation, and cooked tomatoes for deep cellular healing and hormone balance. But how do you actually use them together in a way that fits your daily life? Let me walk you through a simple, realistic routine, one that's easy, affordable, and incredibly gentle on the body. Step 1. Morning or lunch. Enjoy cooked tomatoes. Start your day with a warm, lycopene-rich tomato dish. This gives your body time to absorb and circulate the anti-inflammatory compounds before bedtime. Try one of these, a small bowl of homemade tomato soup with olive oil. Toast with mashed avocado and roasted cherry tomatoes. A bowl of brown rice or quinoa topped with tomato vegetable stew. Even leftover pasta with low-sodium marinara sauce can work. Tip: if you like savory breakfast, try eggs or tofu scramble with sautéed tomatoes and spinach. Step 2. Afternoon snack. Eat pumpkin seeds. In the afternoon, grab a handful of pumpkin seeds, ideally raw or lightly roasted without salt. This gives your body time to absorb the zinc and phytosterols during daylight hours, so by nightfall, your bladder and prostate are already feeling more supported. How to enjoy them: 2 tablespoons as a snack. Add to a smoothie. Sprinkle on salad or soup. Mix into oatmeal or yogurt unsweetened. Tip: pumpkin seed powder is great in warm milk or almond milk before bed. Step 3. Evening. Wind down with tart cherry juice. This is your golden hour. About 30-60 minutes before bed, drink a small glass of 100% tart cherry juice. This helps increase melatonin levels naturally, so you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. It also reduces bladder overactivity by calming inflammation. Recommended dose: 4 to 8 oz of juice. Start small if you're sensitive to sugar. Or 1/3 cup of dried tart cherries unsweetened, optional twist. Add a splash of tart cherry juice to chamomile tea with a dash of cinnamon. It's cozy, soothing, and promotes deep rest. Other helpful tips to maximize your results. Here are a few extra steps that pair beautifully with the superfoods. Stop drinking all fluids 2 hours before bedtime. This gives your kidneys time to clear what's already in your system. Go to the bathroom right before sleep, even if you don't feel the urge. It helps reset your bladder. Elevate your legs for 30 minutes in the evening. This helps shift daytime fluid from your legs back into circulation. Dim lights after 8 p.m. Support your body's natural melatonin production. Do 5 minutes of deep breathing or meditation. Stress can trigger nighttime urination, especially if cortisol is high. Put it all together, a sample daily routine. Lunch. Steamed veggies with tomato sauce and olive oil. Afternoon snack. A handful of pumpkin seeds. Dinner. Keep it light and low in salt. 8:00 p.m. Limit liquids. Relax. 9:00 p.m. 4 Oz tart. Cherry juice or cherry-infused tea. 9:30 p.m. Bathroom visit, then straight to bed. The beauty of this routine. You're not depriving your body. You're supporting it gently, consistently, naturally. And after a few days, then a few weeks, you might just find yourself sleeping through the night again. Up next, let me tell you one last story, a personal, emotional moment that reminded me it's never too late to sleep well, and it's never too late to feel whole again. The first night I slept through without waking up once, I didn't believe it. I lay in bed, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling, waiting for the familiar pressure, the need to get up, the cold floor beneath my feet, the lonely walk to the bathroom in the dark. But it never came. Instead, I looked over at the clock, 5:46 a.m., and suddenly I began to cry. Not because I was sad, but because I hadn't realized just how much I missed this, a full night of rest. Not interrupted, not anxious, not ashamed, just rest, like I used to have before my body started betraying me. And that moment, more than anything else, made me believe that healing is possible, no matter your age, no matter how long you've struggled. Because sometimes the body doesn't need punishment, it just needs nourishment. It needs patience. It needs real food, real rest, and real kindness. That's what these 3 superfoods gave me. They didn't fix everything overnight, but slowly they reminded my body how to sleep again, how to hold peace through the night, how to feel strong in the morning. So if you're watching this and thinking, is it too late for me? Please hear this. It's not. You deserve to sleep. You deserve to feel whole again. Start small. Start tonight. And let your nights belong to you again.